Alright, so in this video, I wanted to show and share with you some things I noticed with my new Chromebook. I just got it, and it was issued through school, actually. It's the first year everyone got it, so pretty cool. Yeah, so let's fire it up here. And if you can tell, there's a few things that are different with a keyboard opposed to a standard one. You know, it doesn't have the caps lock there. Um, no like fancy number pad, anything like that. I did notice it has these brightness buttons and a few, you know, window ones for efficiency, stuff like that. So overall, it's not too bad. Um, but this is probably the most prevalent thing I've noticed, at least, and it's with the sign-in page. So when I first got, no, actually before I got one of mine, it was way before when these things first came out, and they were using them in the school district, but they hadn't they hadn't issued one to each student. It was just like maybe a cart full in the school, and it was with the sign-in page. So if you look, it asks you for your email, and it's different from, you know, a regular desktop or PC where it would ask you in one message box both your email and your password. In this one, it just asks for your email and then it sends you to your password. So there's nothing wrong with this. It's just the way that I guess Google decided to do it on the Chromebook. But there were a couple things that I noticed after a while, and one of them was, so here I just enter a few random letters there because all I need to show you is this. When you hit tab, it sends you to the forgot email, and I guess this is just because it's right underneath it. When you hit tab, it finds the next thing that you were that's like on the screen that could be highlighted. But out of force of habit, I did this the first few times because on a regular PC, you just hit tab, sends you to the password. So what happened was I would hit tab and I'd look up and I'd be like, oh shoot, I didn't mean to do that. I want to get to my password. So with this being highlighted and left on, I would then hit enter, and then it would show up the find your email. So it wouldn't actually send you to your password, it'd send you to this. And sometimes I would be diligent enough to catch it, but other times I would be super oblivious and I'd enter my password on this this prompt right here. And the thing that really pissed me off was I would enter my password, and this is, as you can see, completely open, and there'd be people in my class sitting around me, and I mean, I would, not that they would see anything, but I just kind of like look over my shoulder and be like, okay, someone could have totally just seen my password. But besides that, so let's just let's take it from the perspective of a sixth grader. You know, they're the youngest people in my school district, at least, to get these, and let's say it's their first time, they just got them, you know, so they're entering their email, and like normal, they think, oh, I can just hit, you know, tab and then enter, you know, and it sends them to this page. So and they're not, you know, they're not that good at typing yet, so they kind of gotta, you know, they keep their head down, they're on the keyboard, and they just type in their password, look up, and they're like, okay, next. They don't notice any of this at the top. They think it's just the thing for their password. They hit next, and then this comes up. What's your name? Enter your name on the Google account. So at this point, they're probably like, oh, okay, this is just another field I need to fill out. This is my new Chromebook. So, let's go with Greg and I don't know, let's say Smith. So they enter their first and last name there, and yeah. So basically, at this point, all right. Obviously, it wouldn't have entered that because it's not a legitimate email or phone number, but they've essentially entered their password in the Find Your Email section, and I don't know. I'm not gonna say that Google can see that. I'm not gonna say that they're phishing for passwords or whatever. But it's I would be skeptical. I would be suspicious because that's definitely a weird way of setting it up. I would just have the email and the password on one thing. So, yeah, that's one thing I found that's extremely annoying and something that I like to share. So if you guys like this video, please comment, and yeah, I don't know where I want to go with this. I was thinking maybe more on the technology side because my first video is on a Chromebook, obviously, or something to do with, I don't know, just the internet in general, because I find really cool stuff on the internet every single day, and yeah, I think it's, to me, extremely interesting what's going on, and most of the stuff, people might miss, they might skip over.